if you really want to make it in this, honestly, the truth is a lot of people are at least 10, 20% of what they doing fake.
Is the same thing in gaming?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
People fake their streams in gaming too.
It's yeah. I would say most people 10 to 20%, 30% maybe. I mean, if you get too egregious with it, it's obvious.
Yeah.
You feel
How
me?
do you fake your streams in gaming?
I mean, it's whole entire. It's what's called a social panel. You go in there, you could buy any amount of views, follows, likes, anything like that. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah.
So you can buy pretty much. I mean, if you can buy a star, why can't you buy views and anything?
Coast. All my niggas we coastin'. High grade we smoking. On the highway we rollin'. Crack a bottle we toastin'.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the greatest motherfucking podcast in the fucking world.
You know.
In the universe.
You know.
In the galaxies.
And under all perpetuity.
And under all perpetuities of forever existence, nigga. Weed and whiskey.
Hey.
And again, we have another great motherfucking personality in the building.
Oh, man.
Greatest.
A fucking champion in the building.
Oh, man.
Motherfucking champion.
A new age champion in the motherfucking building.
Oh, man.
A nigga that done did some shit that you honestly
dreamed of doing.
You dreamed of doing because you do it for free.
But you do it just so your girl don't bother you or because she's stressing you out.
Turn that shit off.
Hobby ass nigga.
Hey, nigga, you got a hobby.
I'm dead.
He do it for real.
It's like this gaming shit going crazy.
Serious gamer, baby.
Oh, yeah, my nigga. Nah, him right here.
Yo,
he pulled off the finesse.
What?
You pulled off the finesse yesterday.
What?
You pulled off the finesse. This nigga done stairs.
Word.
It's a club underneath the steps.
Yeah, they get crazy. I actually just did some shit with the NBA back in February.
Really?
Yeah.
Because game.
Hold on, actually, hold on. Say that, but we're gonna get into other shit you done.
All right, say that. Yeah. I got you for sure. So back in February. All right. So first off, back in October, shout out to Community. Community is a black-owned tech company based in Atlanta. And they do a lot of work in gaming and providing for like the HBCUs and stuff like that, the infrastructure for gaming. Obviously we didn't have that representation as quick as some of the other schools did. So the community stepped in and they've been a big help for that. So in October they had a kind of like networking event and I pulled up there. I was able to meet the Atlanta Hawks, the G League affiliate. And then in February they invited us to come sit courtside at a game for esports night. So we got out there and really we were just kind of hanging out, entertaining. We got to meet 2 Chainz. We got to meet the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, that's a fact. So he actually owns the G League affiliate, the College Park Skyhawks. So they have their own stadium. That's where the WNBA team plays as well, and it's where the what are they called? I don't want to get their name wrong, but the every NBA team has a 2K team pretty much. So their gaming team plays out of that stadium as well. So that's why they had the esports night, to promote their gaming team and bring them together. Yeah. So while we were there, we happened to meet a cameraman. And he was like, yo, you want to shoot a video? Like I was telling him who I am and my story. And he want to shoot a video. So we did it on the fly. I had no idea it was going to ever come out or anything like that. And ended up posting it on the gram. And it went crazy, man. Like it was one hell of an opportunity. Yeah.
You sound like you have hella stories just from gaming, dog.
Yeah, can't even talk. I've been at this for a while, so I definitely have some like
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. 2016 is pretty much when I started it. January 2016.
Damn. You mean game? So how does it feel, right, to take gaming, right, and this is a 2-part question. How does it feel to take gaming and actually make a living out of it, and when did it actually become something that you made a living out of?
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, obviously, to answer that question, the first part, man, it's amazing, man. I get to do something that I've always enjoyed, and it's been very close to me my entire life. Something that I can escape to. Obviously, growing up in the places I've grown up, maybe not always the best of situations. So being able to lock in on that game and kind of escape what I would say the realities of the situations I was in sometimes, it was a very comforting thing for me. And then I was able to manifest that into something in my adulthood. As far as when it became a full-time thing for me, over the beginning of the pandemic, or the pandemic, I'm sure we like to say, the pandemic was one hell of a time.
One hell of a time.
Never be a time like that ever.
Yeah, never be a time like that again.
Consciously, you missed out.
That's a fact. But I'm scrolling through the gram, and I'm the type of person that I keep my eyes on everything when it comes to the gaming space. So I'm scrolling through the gram. I see this little ad. It said, "Do you want to be the next big mobile gamer?" Man, this was a little ugly ad, man. This is like, it didn't even look good. But I just was so into locking in on every situation I seen and checking everything out that I replied to it. And I got a call 2 weeks later. It was like a producer asking me questions. Why do you think we should pick you for the show? Why do you think you're a good fit? Tell me about yourself. Those type of questions. I answered them. Call me back 2 days later. Yo, check your email. I checked my email. It said PDF on the front page. It said Amazon Confidential. It was a wrap from there.
So your first chance to do something, you got the Amazon.
Yeah. So this is after
PUBG, right?
Yeah, PUBG. So this is after 4 years of creating content. And I had already signed my first management deal. So a couple months before that, I had 2 different management companies kind of competing for me for the first time. And the way that came was, again, through an Instagram ad, I competed in a $50,000 contract giveaway from a sponsorship. And I was a finalist, but I didn't get selected. So I was the second person running up. But the management companies saw what happened and they thought I was of value, so they reached out to me. I ended up signing with the black-owned one based out of Virginia, 361 Commission. And so that helped me get notoriety. I got my first post in the newspaper. That helped me get notoriety. Then this is essentially when I got the TV show. So I had started like maybe a month or two.
So you had some buzz.
It was starting at that time.
You had a reason to be there. It wasn't like you just popped up out the blue and then.
Right. Okay. And I had already had maybe 10,000, 11,000 followers on Instagram.
Okay.
Quick question. Before that major deal, and I know you said you had some buzz going on, but is there any point between day one, between that 4-year span where you felt like quitting, like you like go work a 9 to 5, like gaming wasn't it?
Truthfully, no. And to speak on that some more, me having the idea that there was no other option, it put me through the fire, and there's a lot of things that I had to go through because I chose this over everything else, right? I chose this over relationships. I chose this over parties. I chose this
gaming over pussy.
Yeah. I chose this over everything. Hey,
yeah, but you know what's so great about him saying that right now, though? And then he could look back on it and say, it don't matter. It's worth it.
Yeah, 100%. I feel so. You know,
I feel so too.
It was a lot of sacrifices, but I'm not the type of person to be like,
regret shit.
Yeah, I don't regret any of it. I always wanted this. Like I said, there was times where it was like, man, this is the hardest thing I ever had to go through, but I knew what it was, and I always felt like if I made a plan B, it was taken away from plan A, so locked in.
I respect that. Do you feel like people who are working 9 to 5s are taken away from plan A, or do you feel like that's a healthy balance? As long as they're going up, they're pushing their dreams as much or more.
Yeah, for sure. So I think it's gonna be different for person to person. So me, truthfully, at the time, I didn't know that I was going through some of the things that I was going through when it came to working and school in general. I always was the type of person that I had the ability to do it, but I never really gave it all 100% or anything like that when it came to working jobs. Like I worked at Target, Dunkin' Donuts, Forever 21, all those different types of jobs when you're 18, 19. And man, from the moment I clocked in to the moment I clocked out, I really hated it. Like I didn't want to be there. Yeah, it was really something that I just couldn't do. And I didn't learn till later, which is last August, I got diagnosed with ADHD. So that that gave me a better understanding of what it's like to be in a 9 to 5 or work those type of environments and not have so much pressure on myself and be hypercritical and be like, damn. Because when I would work those places, I'd be like, I should be gaming. I should be locking in. I should be better than what I'm doing right now. And that's what caused me to not
doing nothing.
Yeah, right. And it caused me to not be so good at work, getting problems with work, and I'm coming in late and that type of stuff. But now I have a better understanding of the things that I was going through. And I think a 9 to 5 is something healthy. Like anybody should do that to get themselves to the point where they can fully sustain what they're doing.
It's funny. The reason I said damn is because I started coming to the realization that I might actually have ADHD myself.
Yeah, man.
But I'm scared to get a diagnosis because I was telling him, like, I'm one of those people where it's like, I feel like once, if I get confirmation that I do, it's going to fuck with my thoughts even more.
Yeah.
See, but when it comes to ADHD, bro, I think it's just a non-conformant diagnosis. And that's my thing, because I've been told I had ADHD, right? And all that means is I'm not focused on something I'm not interested in. Because when it comes to something you like to do,
I have full focus.
You'll be able to hyper focus on it.
You can hyper focus. Exactly. So it's not about the condition. It's about what you can focus on.
Well, I would say there's more to it, right? So you might be able to. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. You might be able to hyper focus on that thing for hours, right? But what you might not notice is after that, you go through a period of like, I don't know, a day or two where you can't get out of bed because you done used all the dopamine you had for the last couple of days on that one type of thing, right? Like
you be good for like a spurt, like you have spurts of it.
Yeah, you have spurts of energy and things like that.
You're like, yo, I can do anything. I'm about to edit this. I'm about to make this content.
100%.
And you have a whole week where it's like
you stuck in bed doom scrolling,
like,
just
you're trying to find reasons. You're telling yourself, you're literally telling
I need to get up and do this.
And you're probably even picturing yourself doing it.
Yeah, you got the whole plan in your head.
Yeah, but
you don't do it.
Can't move.
Word. It's tough.
You can get adequate sleep and everything.
In order for me to fall asleep, I have to be watching YouTube or have something playing in the background for me to listen to. Otherwise, I'll be sitting there like
I make up stories in my head.
Processing. Yeah, all right. So listen, bro. I'm gonna need you to go talk to your primary care because it sounds like I ain't gonna lie. It do sound like you
got ADHD.
Might have ADHD. I'm not. Listen, this is no medical advice, man.
Yeah.
There's no medical advice, please.
Nobody no expert over here.
These is facts, but no facts.
Word.
So whiskey facts.
I tell stories to myself.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody talks to themselves. I mean, yeah.
Nah, I tell a story. I have to tell.
But you play out whole conversations in your head.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
or I'm gonna get up and go do something.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna get up and go downstairs and just start walking around for some fucking reason.
There's a point where it's like I was like pacing back and forth in order just to like be stable mentally.
When you're disassociating, like, so you're just locked in on your head, your thoughts, what's going on. So you're pacing back and forth, kind of
get out of my head.
Yeah. No,
because
that's
I'm
a
always
fact.
in my head a lot. So like that's where I think I what's the word? Was it revere? I don't know if I like people who can like with the gaming people, because me, once I started playing video games, nigga, like that's not where my attention could be. Like I feel trapped in the frame, and I feel trapped in the
It gets boring after a certain amount of time. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, because I used to do videography.
Right.
When you're doing videography, you're looking through a frame the whole time.
Yeah.
Because to me, I feel like I'm disassociating myself from reality at that point.
Right.
I'm getting completely too dived in through that frame, and nothing else really matters around me. And sometimes I really just fucks with my head as well too.
Right. Yeah. You want to take a break. You want to step out. You want to go see new things. It's like, I can't just be locked in here all day.
And that's how you know game is not for you.
Word. No, 100%.
'Cause
I will say, I mean, at a professional level, like, it becomes a job. Like, it's a lot like a sport, bro. You're going to have them days where you don't want to do it. 8 to 10 hours a day practicing, like that. It gets tough. But, I mean, you know, we love what we do.
What
I love
does
to
practicing look like for you?
What does practicing look like for me, man? Hey, so,
Yeah, we're gonna talk about practice.
yeah, let's talk about practice.
Practice?
It's gonna be different for everybody. I'll say that.
Okay.
You know, everybody don't got the same work ethic, and I really do compare esports to traditional sports in the sense that it's like the NBA. You're gonna have the LeBrons who they training every day. They not thinking about anything but opting into their body and stuff like that. So for me, when I'm in season, right now I'm not in season, so I'm home in New York.
There's a gaming season.
Yeah. So for the leagues I play in, I play in several different leagues, but I won't be back until September. So when I'm in season, when I'm not in season, I might not touch the game for 2 months, 3 months. I might not touch the game again until like my birthday in August 14th. But when I'm in season, it's like I said, 8 to 10 hours a day, locked in on the game. Depending on what game I have to play, you know, it changes based on, you know, what game is relevant at the time, where the money is at the time, what companies are asking me to play certain games. So really just training. I like to do physical stuff as well, because people don't think about it like this, but, you know, your wrists, your hands, your truthfully, your mind, your back, you're sitting down 8 to 10 hours a day. Come on, like, you got to be on point with that. So I mean, I'm very much a basketball person. I play basketball a lot. That's my way of staying active.
Not to interrupt. That just had me a quick
No,
question. You play with Poom Poom a lot for practice?
This man said play with Poom Poom a lot for practice.
I mean, that's not a bad practice right there. You know what I'm saying? Risking crazy.
Nah. I'll keep it a stack with you. I'll keep it a stack with you. When I'm in season, like, I'm just like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, get out my face. I'm locked in.
Not
like,
even for practice?
When I'm in season, yeah. But when I'm out of season, like, I'm not worried about none of that. So we outside. Yeah, we turned up. I might put you on a little flight or something like that, but.
Hey, gaming. Hey, listen, y'all better pay attention to what that man just said.
Yeah, man, we doing different.
Gaming gets you on flight, so y'all better stop.
The girl going crazy though.
Yeah, hey man,
You gotta have girls coming back.
Honestly, I gotta do better, man, cause I do get a lot of love from the ladies, but I just looked at my demographics recently. It was like 66% men, 33% women. I said, nah, I gotta do something for the ladies soon, cause I'm not jacking this right now. I mean, I get gaming is kind of a male dominant audience, but
it's kind of
I need some ladies. I need some ladies in my life.
That's a wild ratio, bro.
I'm gonna take a drink for that.
God
hey man,
damn.
but this is what I will say.
I'm laughing like that's not our ratio.
Yeah. I'm dead. Pull me up.
I just thought about it. Yeah, let me get a shot. God damn it.
Pull me up for that one. That's funny.
I'm done. I think that's really our ratio.
But I will say this, like, because I've been blessed in the sense that I've been traveling up and down the East Coast. I've really made the entire East Coast my home for my life. Like, I can touch down in literally every state on the East Coast, and there's people that I can talk to and associate with, and you know, some of those people might happen to be women.
Fact. Right, so let's ask the question: does gaming actually bring you pussy? Like, does it put you in places where you?
Matter of fact,
Gaming doesn't, but your persona does. Like,
okay.
you know, when I'm home in New York, I'm Reese. But when I'm in these other places, Virginia, D.C., North Carolina, Atlanta, I'm LowkeyRG. And when they see my Instagram, that's what they expect. It's a different vibe.
What's your gaming personality? What's low-key personality? Give us some.
I'm probably what you would describe as like the standard New Yorker. Like I'm gonna talk my shit.
You talking?
I'm talking my shit. Yeah. So like, in the most recent league I played in the UEL, it's based out of Virginia. There's not a lot of like, they're kind of quiet people. They like to game and lock in
white
on
kids.
I mean, there's people of color, but
they love white kids.
Hey man,
say nigga?
I mean,
the
ones that shouldn't, they'd probably do
Woo!
too. Yeah, that's a fact.
You don't be having them you don't having people talk shit to you online?
Oh nah, for sure. I love it. I be antagonizing, no lie. Yeah,
You got you.
That's content. That's content.
Otherwise, it gonna get to you.
Okay.
Nah, yeah, 100%.
What's the most
100%.
creative and shit talking you did that you're proud of yourself of?
Creative shit talking. Nah, I don't know if I got anything that's like too crazy. I just be
spontaneous.
I just be disrespecting people. I ain't gonna lie.
Tell them about their mother and type shit.
Yeah, I be we New York, we be quick with the suck my dicks, all that it's caused me a few problems. I've gotten to a few situations where people have like wanted to fight and stuff like that. But the leagues they don't want stuff like that. But at the same time they want characters, right?
Yeah.
They don't want people that's boring. So
it's like the NBA. They want you to talk shit, but they don't want the altercations.
They want you to do your thing, and I do my thing. And thankfully I'm blessed to be able to back it up. So I'm not just out there Pat Bevan, right?
So you're bigger than you look when it comes to
yeah. Nah, that's a fact. When it comes to doing what I do,
okay,
that's a fact. I make sure I do what I do. In my most recent my rookie season in the UEL when I was there, rookie of the year, multiple awards, rookie shooter of the year. In the UEL, you play multiple different games: fighting, shooting, racing, strategy, sports. So every category has different games that you got to play, and it's a real unique scenario. That you could play Tekken and have to play Call of Duty next, right? So
okay, so you don't know where you can be.
Right. So it's a 4-hour period. Whoever wins more, each game is worth a point. Whoever has more points at the end is the person who wins. So it was a real unique structure. It was one I loved because, like we talked about ADHD, I get to switch from game to game. I love all these games.
I love when I can do different and multiple tasks because then I don't feel like I'm stuck doing one thing and I feel like I got a lot of shit done at the same time.
Right. So it was really it helped me shine and be able. It was one of the first leagues I played in where I could really like, okay, I'm here and I'm dominant. I wasn't playing. I was on the cameras talking just like how we are right now. I was doing the casting. Yeah. Right, exactly. I helped raise the brand while I was there, essentially. Okay. Yeah.
You was that nigga.
Yeah.
You was that nigga.
Hey man, my resume speaks for itself,
so,
man.
Right, so
no long talking over here. The resume's long enough.
So I like video games, right?
Yeah, talk.
I was nice at Call of Duty, but I wasn't nice at everything. Right?
Uh-huh.
So, but you seem to have the ability to play all video games.
Yeah, all video games. The Duty is one of my favorites, though. That's I love Call of Duty.
Do you think that Call of Duty brought this amongst?
Wait, did we take our shots? My fault. Before I answer your question.
Salud.
Yes.
I gotta start doing that. Niggas be like,
I know, right?
I want to be fancy as fuck too. I want to have some character when I drink.
Yeah, you gotta raise it, tap it.
I put my pinky up when I drink.
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah,
that is pretty fancy. I gotta spark a blunt every time I take a shot.
Me too. Me too.
That's like mandatory. Yeah, I need that. We on the weed and whiskey podcast.
Where's my weed?
Oh man, he lost in the sauce over there.
Oh, hot.
All right, wait. You was asking me, did Call of Duty bring what to gaming?
Is Call of Duty responsible for what's going on right now with the gaming culture?
For somebody who's not,
we gonna edit what just happened out.
With the gaming culture?
like how it's become something so much bigger. Because from somebody looking, right? Like I said, I have never really done it on a professional level. Like the highest I've ever gotten was that Call of Duty shit, right?
Yeah, word. So I would say, all right. Call of Duty was very influential on the casual fan, and so yes, it reached a mass audience before Fortnite came, and they took that over. Fortnite essentially is the game I would say made it way bigger in terms of gaming, and a lot of money got poured into gaming after Fortnite.
Okay.
But the Call of Duty was one of the games that came before that did that, and Halo was one of the games that came before that did that.
You're right.
But in terms of esports, interestingly enough, like at the professional level, the games that have dominated for the past, since the late 90s are games that truthfully most people wouldn't know at the casual level. Games like League of Legends, games like Counter-Strike.
Final Fantasy.
Fantasy doesn't have esports, but obviously that has a cult following in itself, right? Final Fantasy is one of the greatest games of all time.
I hated that fucking video game.
For somebody who don't play video games,
I'm
gonna say something that probably people are gonna laugh at. But
Word.
I think San Andreas is the greatest game of all time.
Nah, yo, San Andreas, come on, it's revolutionary.
It changed everything.
That mission with the train was the hardest mission.
We was just talking about that. He was saying that's like voted for one of the hardest missions.
Yeah, bro, this shit was damn near impossible to do, bro.
You're not doing it in one try or 5.
You used to have to get the book with the cheat codes back in the day. Y'all know about that?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Or you
at the Scholastic Book Fair.
What was the website, bro?
It was EA something.
What was no?
I don't
cheat
even
code.
remember.
Oh, CheatCC.
CheatCC.com. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Where you went to get all your cheat codes, man.
Yeah, you got CheatCC.com.
Nah, I
and
didn't
I
know
would
about
go
that.
and you would either, if you ain't have a printer, you would have to write all them shits in a notebook.
I did, bro. I had my shit written.
That's fire.
Because I didn't want to go back to that shit because we didn't have the luxury of just pulling that bitch up whenever we want now.
Word. That's heat.
I love it. That's when I used to play video games back then too, and but the other video game I used to play was Call of Duty. But my favorite, the only time I did it was only to play Nuketown.
Mm-hmm.
I love Nuketown. It was small.
I should put a filter in this. I'm fucking up. That shit.
But it was small and it was either kill or be killed.
right.
So
Call of Duty, Nuketown
was my favorite, man.
The Black Ops series, man, I love it.
I actually played, and of course, Street Volumes.
NBA Street, yeah. They had
NFL
the Beastie
Street was
Boys
fire,
in there.
too.
Yeah, man, I love NBA Street. That's one of my games I played early on in my childhood.
What games you started out playing?
First game
Let me rephrase that. What game made you fall in love with gaming?
Okay, I'm gonna answer both of those real quick. Diddy Kong Racing was the first game I ever played. Nintendo 64 against my brother. Yeah, my older brother. Game that made me fall in love with gaming, Halo. When Halo came out, we was PlayStation kids before Halo, right?
Yeah.
We had, we was playing Let's Get Ready to Rumble, all the PlayStation exclusives. I was maybe 7 at the time. My older brother 10, and my dad. Shout out to my pops, my uncle. Both my uncles actually, they gamed as well. They were heavy gamers, right? So we were going around playing against college level kids at that age, and they would come over to the crib. We're playing them for money. We'll go over to the dorms. We're playing them for money. 7, 10, cracking them. So that's really where I got my start in playing games professionally.
Damn, niggas young hustling video games.
We was getting busy. Yeah, my dad used to drop like a sheet on the back of the crib, throw the projector out. We had the split screens, Force, Halo. Getting busy, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
so
man.
Your family's a huge gaming. So your family completely support.
Yeah, bro.
Everything when it comes to this.
Oh yeah, 100%. I would say my close family, right?
Yeah. So speaking of anybody in the distant family, be like, yo, you're wasting your time. You shouldn't be doing this. You need to go work a job.
Yeah, 100%. So just to speak on that a little bit, for me and my family, especially at the time, right around the pandemic, right? I'm living with my grandfather at the time, and my grandfather is,
You're a former member.
Islam, man. He's a man. He's a
former member.
Yeah, right. That just gives you some insight to maybe what some of his values were at the time. And he's a correction officer almost all of his life, and he's a very by the book kind of guy. Go to work, do your thing. I'm living with him at the time, and I'm doing the gaming stuff, posting videos on the gram and shit like that. But truthfully, I'm not making no money and stuff like that. So he's like, yo, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. He's putting me in the room every day to have 2-hour long conversations about, yo, you need to go, you need to go apply at the mail office or something like that. What you doing, bro?
Start working on getting a career, my guy.
Yeah. So me personally, and that's just just one example, right? But that trickles down to other family members and stuff like that, and not just on that side. On the other side, maybe they're questioning why he doesn't just pick up something normal and do something like that. Why go through the struggles of doing what you're doing, right? If you're not making money and it is causing you to struggle, why do you keep doing that?
Why do you keep loving it?
Yeah, right. You're gonna get those questions for sure. Me personally, I never viewed it as disrespect. I always viewed it as
do you really still love this?
I always thought it was my job to tell them, like, my job to make them understand, right? Like, y'all don't understand. I'm doing something that hasn't been done, right? So
you're part of a new age, because right now I'm part of the era myself where, honestly, before it even got to this point, I used to look at people like y'all really grown ass men over here playing games. Like,
I get the grinding one.
Yeah, no, like that's what I.
But now you talking that? Nah, I get it.
Yeah, that's where I was too. But now as I'm getting older and I'm meeting people, and I'm realizing now there's people in high school that's part of like gaming programs right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Literally like and there's huge gaming leagues out there where people are actually having like monitors and like you having sponsorships.
Yeah, man, that's a fact.
You in room.
But even before that, bro, like I just never understood why people hated video games. I never got it.
I just feel like
I never understood, because it's like, yo, bro, if I could sit down and do something, as long as I'm still living life, as long as I'm still getting pussy, as long as I'm still getting my money,
as you should.
What's the problem?
I feel like society makes us makes us feel like we're supposed to hate something.
I understand that, because I hate a few things too. But it's like, yo, video games ain't, like, what do you rather me do at 10 o'clock? Play video games or go out?
Go outside, be outside. That's a good
mow the
question.
lawn.
That's a good question. You know
You see
what?
what I'm saying?
You come to find out as you get older, a lot of girls really would rather you be outside. They like, what the fuck is he doing? Right?
Nah, real shit. But I feel like a lot of girls don't understand that there's money in gaming.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I definitely. So we talked about the shorties a little bit. Like, that's definitely something I've run into. Is like, yo, you be in the crib all day, 8 to 10 hours playing the game. Like, I'm trying to be outside. I'm trying to go to the club. How am I going to tell a girl that's 20, 21, 22 that I'm not doing that shit? I'm locked in. So you can't expect certain shit, right? Like, you got to have certain understandings of what's going on.
Okay, all right. What game are you best at?
So that, it constantly changes, but over the past 2 or 3 years, I pride myself on saying Apex Legends is the game that, I love the most and I've become the best at.
What game have you made the most money off of?
That's PUBG Mobile, man. That's a phone game. PUBG
Really?
Mobile, yeah.
PUBG Mobile was fire.
Yeah,
bro.
PUBG Mobile, man. There's money in phone games. People don't realize that. Like, there's real money in that. The Call of Duty Mobile, they play for, I think it's up to $1 million now, but it was 100,000 recently. So don't quote me on that, but I know it's at least 100,000.
Oh my god, yo.
See, I used to be good at them games. I'm good at the mobile games too.
Yeah, I mean, you could go in there and cracking 7-year-olds, bro.
Question. Just because I've always been amazed at niggas. What sensitivity do you play on Call of Duty?
That's a good question right there.
I like that.
I've always been curious because once I go past like 5 or 6, nigga, I'm like.
He's like, I can't do this. Nah. I get what you're saying. So when I'm on controller, I actually do play on a slower sensitivity. So I play 4-4, which is it's a 1 or 2 down from what the basic is. Mm-hmm. And for me, that's pretty comfortable because, I like to be able to control everything I got going on. A gun that I'm using might be more powerful and have heavier recoil. Typically, that would be the AK-47 in most games, where the M16 is more controllable, a little less, more damage. So
that 3-shot burst.
Yeah, that's a fact. So for me, slower. But more recently, over the past 2 years since I was playing in the UEL, I switched to keyboard and mouse because I ended up playing games like Valorant, Counter-Strike, games where keyboard and mouse, Rainbow Six, is way more important. So now that I play Call of Duty keyboard and mouse, you play with something called DPI. And there is a sensitivity setting as well. But I play on what's called 400 DPI. And I don't know, it's like 0.3 cents or something like that, which means my aim in the game is slow, but my mouse setting is relatively fast, so it allows me to control stuff cleanly. I also play on something that's important, max FOV.
This nigga's saying some shit.
Max FOV. The crowd. If you a gamer and you play Call of Duty, you need to be playing on at least max FOV, man. I'm trying to tell you, go into your settings, go to your graphic settings. Max FOV. What that does is allow you to see way more stuff. Like, you can lock in on so much more stuff than you can if you got it on what the base settings are. Honestly, a lot of reason people be getting packed up is because they ain't going lock in on their settings.
Honestly, and it really matters the TV you play on.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I can't play on the TV. I can't play on the TV. I'll tell you that right now.
Like a computer, because you probably playing on a computer.
Oh, yeah, we're playing on monitors.
You play on monitors.
So it has to be, truthfully, I'm from the trenches, so I always can go back to 60 frames per second, or at least 30 frames per second. A lot of people that play professionally, if they saw a 60 frames per second monitor, they wouldn't be able to play. They would be like, nah, this ain't. I need 120. I need 360.
Is that the average frames per second?
Yeah. Most.
That basically means you have a high refresh rate.
Higher refresh rate. You're able to input stuff not input stuff quicker, but see the results of your inputs quicker. Yeah.
That creates that lag when you know you shot a nigga in the head.
Yeah, playing on the TV. Look, yo, when I be going to my bros' crib, that they just be hopping on the game, like you said, they girls be at the crib, they be hopping on the game and stuff like that. Yo, they be playing on these big ass like 42, 50-inch TVs. They be like, yo, bro, I don't know why I can't. I'm like, you turn the stick, bro. It take 3 seconds. Yeah, of course, appreciate it. You hit left on the stick and it take half a second for the character to move, bro. It's because you playing on this big ass monitor.
I'm asking my limited gaming questions because
for sure.
Like
I appreciate you ask good ones though. Like,
when it comes
better ones than me.
When it comes to like Call of Duty, because that was like one of the games I always like. My friends always try to get me to play. Take small pulls of that because it's not like how we roll it.
No. Listen, man.
Yeah. But like when it comes to when it came to Call, that was the game I was playing with them.
I'm built for this. Don't worry, I got you.
All right, bet. You okay? So. When it comes to Call of Duty, what is your go-to gun and what perks are you implementing?
Yeah, so a game like Call of Duty, right, it's really about what's the meta right now, which is constantly changing. In previous Call of Duties, like you guys talked about, you played back in the day, it would have been one gun for a long time, maybe 6 months before they updated it, and another gun would take over, right? Like Modern Warfare 2 or something like that, the ACR. Would be the gun that like everybody's using.
I really honestly hated that fucking gun.
Yeah, because it was so dominant over everything else.
I was the UMP guy.
That's another gun that was like, if you ran the UMP, you're smacking everybody that you come across.
Yeah, you can't beat me.
It's the best sub in the game, hands down. But so in more recent Call of Duties, they update it pretty frequently. Maybe every 2 months or something. They're frequently changing it. So I think right now, the Kar 98, which is the obviously bolt action rifle. And then any sub on the back, you're going to want to run a sniper and a sub together or an assault rifle in the sub. And then perks, I like to run tracker. I need to see them footsteps, who's around me, what's going on. Yeah. I run high alert. If someone's aiming at me, that allows me to see them orange things on my screen so I can know where they're aiming at me from. I can make a decision to go somewhere or turn around and shoot back at them. I run, let me think. I can't think about the other two perks right. It's tough.
Yeah, they are fucking hard.
Do you race with the controller or do you get a steering wheel to actually
Controller. There's people in the league that'll pull up with the wheel. They get busy. Yeah. That's like they specialists like racing games because in the league, the racing games is the kind of like the category that everybody's not that good at.
Okay.
So it's like
it's like an average thing for gamers not to.
But when people are nice, they're nice.
So if you're nice, you like if you on the team for racing, like you're on the team. You probably trash at everything else, but if them racing games, that's a fact.
What's the racing game that everybody's usually playing when it comes to the competition?
So we play F1, we play MotoGP, which is the motorcycle version. We play Forza.
Forza's a fucking beast.
The only one we don't play.
Driving games. Best classic driving games ever. I feel like
cause I'm trying to crash out. Like I'm trying to get busy.
I want like the slow motions of when you fucking body like hit my body somebody.
Yeah, and get the camera cutscene.
Yes, I love that, yo. I feel like gaming at that time, I think it was revolutionary because it was coming out with some games like even people who didn't play games like dominantly, like it was easy to get into it. Honestly,
yeah, 100%.
Like there's games like I feel like I can name that I feel like a lot of people can go to, especially like you like Zelda. I feel like that's a game that everybody do. That's a classic
100%.
game.
Ocarina of Time is one of my favorite games.
Smash Brothers.
I love it.
I love Smash
Yo, listen, I don't know if you feel me. CT got the Smash Brothers community, but I'm packing NEL up if y'all watching this right now. Like, actually, I know that. Listen.
So you want all the smoke when it comes to Smash?
Yeah, when it comes to Smash, I definitely want all the smoke. That's a game that I love. Like,
who's your go-to character?
ROB, man. Rob the robot, man.
Rob the robot.
Rob the robot. We getting busy, man.
Hey, I haven't played Super Smash Brothers. Who the fuck is that? Yeah, I haven't played.
I'm dead. He said, "Who the fuck is that?" So, Rob is actually, while most characters in Smash Brothers have their own game, Rob is actually a robot that they released with one of the original Nintendos. He came as like a side toy that came with it. He didn't originally have his own game, unlike most of the characters in the game.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of that, most of the game, Cap.
I used to play that with my pops actually. A lot, my pops and my siblings. You pick both sides. Like you gonna pick characters from both.
You can pick both.
Yeah.
But I feel like which do you think had the best?
Which ones has the better fighters?
Yeah.
I'll probably go with the superheroes because they're gonna have a little bit better abilities than some of the fighting game characters. Fighting game characters, they typically follow like real life fighting styles, so it's a bit more like they probably gonna get packed up.
True, you're right.
I love Capcom, bro.
They got some heat.
Street Fighter.
The Street Fighter roster.
I love Ryu, nigga.
The Street Fighter roster is definitely giving smoke to like Akuma. Akuma's definitely packing up some of the Marvel roster.
You know?
Yeah, for a fact.
Or games. What was the game? Damn, was that Tekken?
I love Tekken. Yo, so
Tekken was a dude with a Brazilian guy. What was his name?
Eddie. Yeah, he does the capoeira.
Yeah.
So me, I didn't start playing Tekken until I went to Virginia 2 years ago and I got drafted to UEL. Obviously, you have to learn how to play all these other games. Fighting games wasn't one for me. My brother used to kick my ass in fighting games all the time. He's really good, a high-ranking Street Fighter player in the world. So fighting games, I used to be like, nah, fuck it, I ain't playing this shit. South Park, and he was like, yo, I don't know how to play Tekken. And his Cartman in the background, he's like, yo, you're black, you know how to play Tekken, right? You know how to play Tekken. And when I seen that, I'm like, nah, let me lock in real quick. Like, I locked
black people supposed to know how to play
Tekken. Like, if you got it in, you trust. Like,
you do.
You got it in you. Yeah, lock in Tekken, you got it. Yeah, for a fact. Yeah, no, you got it, trust.
All right, I got another game that just came to my head that I love. Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Fire.
Wow.
You know there's a new version of that coming out.
Really?
I was just watching the characters today.
You're right, there is a new version
coming
out.
This one is so clean, bro. Like I'm telling you, one of the cleanest fighting games we've seen in a long time.
I love. All right, so because you're an anime fan, right?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, look, y'all see this right here.
All right,
let's see in the comments if they know where this stuff is from over here, man.
We gonna catch that. Which anime you think have some of the best fighting scenes?
Anime best fighting scenes. Hunter x Hunter.
Good fighting scene. Cool.
Baki.
I love their fighting scene.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get into Baki a little bit, but once I got into it, I love that it's actually based off real life techniques.
Slayer. I think
Naruto. I think Naruto have some of the.
I'm a sleeper on Naruto, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Not like the reason why Naruto is actually really good is, like I said, it's based off real fighting scenes. So every one of their fighting scenes is actual real martial arts
They getting
styles.
busy. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah. So like every move that they're doing, my nigga, it's like Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how Goku fight with real martial arts styles. It's
Right.
the same thing because I think Dragon Ball Z has some great
100%. Super tough.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I fuck with Naruto, I think they're one of the animes that does black representation well, right? Like Killer B is a well done.
And he's raps.
Right. I mean, you look at
and a lot of people from the Cloud Village and is actually black as well.
Right, and they did it well. It's not a caricature of black people. So shout out to Naruto for doing that. But you know, you go to like Dragon Ball Z, they got Mr. Popo. They doing us bad. Yeah. I mean,
Popo look crazy.
Yeah. That's why we just like now Piccolo and the rest of the.
I think Piccolo's black.
Yeah, that's why we jacking Piccolo. We're not jacking Mr. Popo.
Are black.
I think so too. I would agree with that.
They talk like niggas.
I think they did a poll about who's the most famous black anime character, and Piccolo was like one of the. Yeah, that's a fact.
Top 3. So who do you think is the most iconic black anime character?
I'll give you top 3 because I think Killer B is up there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say definitely who we just talking about? Piccolo. I would agree that, you know, Piccolo deserves to be in that category. Who would I say else though?
I already know who you're missing. I forgot her name. It started with a Y, but Shorty from Bleach.
That is good representation. I agree with that. Yeah.
She's great representation.
I can't remember her name either. The girl from Hunter x Hunter as well.
Yes. Oh yes. Canary.
Yeah.
Canary.
Yeah,
yes.
she get busy.
I love Canary.
She get busy for sure.
Yeah, she definitely do, my nigga. I love that.
Now I'm lost in our conversation.
I'm that. You not locked in on the anime?
Nah.
Watch anime
I watch it when he puts it on, but I like just watching the fight.
Yeah, like right now I'm rewatching Black Clover.
That's fire. Black Clover is a good one.
I love Black Clover.
Word. My biggest animes are the Studio Ghibli movies. So you know about Spirited Away?
I heard of it, but I'm not one that grew up. I didn't grow up on that one.
Yeah. No, 100%. So the movies is a bit different when it comes to like, you know, it's not all fighting. Like they got real themes and ideas and concepts going on in these movies. And Hayao Miyazaki, I believe director of most of these movies, coming out of Studio Ghibli, almost all of them. He just retired. His last movie came out in the most recent year. And incredible. I would essentially equivalent them to Disney of Japan.
Okay.
And the movies are putting out, they, you know, very strong messages of, you know, the problems of war and things like that. Like he grew up in a devastated Japan after the U.S. did what they did out there. So his ideas of what should be in anime and stuff like that are absolutely incredible.
That's fire.
That's a fact. That's why every movie, I've seen all the movies for the most part. There's a few I haven't, but I get a different character tattooed from all of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fact.
Honestly, I like the way you live life, my nigga.
Word. I appreciate that, bro.
I do, honestly, because
that's fire.
As a person for somebody who I think I live free mentally, I like when I see that in other people.
Where people actually do.
Yeah.
They live free mentally and
physically,
economically.
Word.
Yes, and like you're living your dream and your true life the way you want to. That's motivational shit as well too, because there's a lot of people who say they want to do shit, and then you meet people who's doing the shit that people say they want to do.
And you know what though, I wanna flip that back on you and say, you know, I appreciate what you guys are doing here as well. I also see that you guys are very serious about what you're doing. And when you see the people that are serious about what they do as well, it makes it, you know, a lot easier to reach out and be like, you know, let's make something happen, because I understand y'all genuine and what I got going on is genuine. So let's work, bro. Let's make it happen. I love it.
Nah, I really appreciate that. That's why we do what we do, like personality wise and family wise, because back to what we're saying, everything's genuine around here. Like we don't want to fake anything, and we don't want nobody who's gonna fake who they are as well too. So it's great seeing you live the fucking life that you live, because that's motivation for us, because the reason why we do this primarily, let's be realistic,
full
That's
time.
the goal. You want to make this the full-time thing, right?
Exactly. So that's why, like, I was picking your brain earlier, like, how did you do certain shit, because I can't take the same steps that you take, but
100%
of how to just step.
Right, no, 100%. I began really comfortable using the computer. A lot of the creative ways are similar, you know, NBA game right now, maybe the Boston Garden or the New York Knicks Garden, how much you think that'll cost?
It depends on how you shop.
Right. Well, it depends on what game you're going to, right?
Couple hundred.
All right, but let's say it's a good game, Boston versus the Knicks. How much you think it'll go courtside?
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 Yeah, courtside.
I would say between 900 to 1,000.
Yeah, probably two bands in New York.
Courtside?
I would think courtside.
Bands?
Yeah, probably.
Like for Boston, about 900.
Yeah. All right, say that.
New York definitely 15 to 2.
Right. Now, how much do you think it would be to go do that same thing in the G League or in the 2K League or in the WNBA?
Oh, like $50.
A fraction of the price, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you're sitting courtside, the players are starting to see your face. They understand who you are.
You're the celebrity of that network right there.
Right. You're establishing relationships with the players on the court.
Different ecosystems of shit.
Right. So now, if you understand that the NBA is too big of a subsidiary, they already have the stars going there and stuff like that. Why not go take on the WNBA? Unfortunately, this is the year the WNBA took off, so if you're watching this, it's probably too late. But the G League and the NBA 2K League, you can literally go. If you went to an NBA 2K League game, you could literally go meet the players, conversate with the players, and build that network right now because it's still in its infancy and it needs that infrastructure. It needs the places for
people like us to basically put them on the platform.
Right.
Because now they're basically like us, winging certain things to figure out what's gonna hit and what's not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's a fact because, like I said, in its infancy, it doesn't have any of that community of people that are watching and supporting and the creatives that are willing to get behind it and put their stamp behind it.
They don't have a solid audience.
That's a fact. So that's where you guys come in to fill that gap.
And that's honestly how I've been thinking too, because I seen a Tiffany Haddish video that says the importance of networking across instead of trying to network up.
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta know the balance because there's a lot of people who's working just as hard as you, but they have different connections that you can benefit from more than they can benefit from based off what you're actually doing with this shit as well too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Lock in with them, then you lock in with their network as well too.
Word. We talked about the celebrity basketball game I played on Saturday.
Nigga out here playing celebrity basketball. You consider yourself a celebrity?
I always joke around with my friends when I'm home in New York and stuff. I say I'm a D-tier celebrity. I mean, you know,
celebrity.
I'm a D-tier celebrity.
You know by some people.
Yeah. Like, you know, obviously when I won my TV show and they had it on the paper and stuff like that, like I go into my local corner store, you know, people would be like, oh, you know, you're the one who be gaming and stuff like that. So like I have had those moments where people, they notice me, they recognize me, they might want to take pictures or, you know, if I'm at an event or I'm signing stuff, I'm on stage and stuff like that. I have had those moments. The biggest Twitch stream I've ever had 15,000 people in it.
Damn.
So would I consider myself a celebrity? I really feel like it's not for me to say. You look kind of crazy saying it about yourself, truthfully, in my opinion.
No,
but
egotistical.
Right. But I'll leave it up to the people to determine that one.
That's how you know a nigga is a celebrity for real.
Oh, that.
When you say shit like that, because right now,
you learn.
right now, I ain't gonna hold you. I done got a couple people that done told me they know who the fuck I am.
That's fire.
I feel like a celebrity, and I tell motherfuckers that.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
Like,
you feel like
shit.
like when I'm doing this working, like you know,
yeah.
There's
success to this.
Yeah, that's a fact. Those are the things that make you want to keep going for
but
sure.
That's why I was asking within your span of the first 4 years, like did those doubts come in? Because I'm not gonna lie, the doubts come in for me where it's like, oh, the view's not on here, or where it was on this one. Oh, I thought I can replicate this, but it's not. It's like there's so many like little things that can just put you down. So that's why I was asking, like, before your actual success hit you, like, was there a point where you feel like, nah, I need to just divert real quick?
Yeah. I really can't say. I feel like I went in with the understanding of this isn't going to be an overnight thing. It only could take one video, but the reality is it going to take one video?
But I'm learning it's not.
That's what you come in with the mindset of it's only going to take one video.
But then when you had that one video and he doesn't do shit, you realize it doesn't take one video.
It doesn't take one video.
Give you a little bit more followers.
It's one step on the stool for you to go to the next. You build that network. You feel me? You on to the next situation. You know, I could have easily, when I had that TV show, it was my first opportunity where I got paid. Felt like I was the shit and let that be the thing that people know me for. But I could, right. But I continued on into other things and allowed that to be just a stepping stool for my career.
Another mark on your resume.
Right. 100%.
What's the
Can I get the grabber if you don't mind?
The grabber?
Yeah.
What's the highest form of gaming you can get? Like, you know, when it comes to basketball, there's the NBA. Like what's the goal?
The biggest league.
Yeah. For
Yeah. So that's where it's different, right? So each game is essentially its own sport, right? Like Call of Duty is vastly different than League of Legends or Counter-Strike or Formula 1 or anything like that, right? So when you think at it from that point, they each have their own. The Call of Duty League, the NBA 2K League, those are the
stuff your forte.
Right.
Prizes.
And then the league that I formerly played in, the UEL, is unique in the sense that they didn't have just one game that they focused on. They had 32, and they change every season. And that allows you to be a diverse gamer. You're not looking to be the best at a game. You're looking to be the best gamer.
Okay. You're trying to be the jack of all trades.
Right.
Who got the highest prizes?
The highest prizes?
Yeah.
I want to say that is to a lesser-known game called Dota 2. They play for $2 million. League of Legends is also up there in terms of, I think, $2 million.
$2 million?
Yeah, for the finals.
What's your highest prize you ever won?
$25,000. That's the Amazon TV show. Make sure you guys, Amazon Prime, go check out Game on Titans.
If you follow him on Instagram, link in the bio.
Yeah, that's a fact. LowkeyRG.com.
Facts.
Plug
the website. Go to the website.
Yeah, so in the Amazon TV show, someone gets eliminated every episode. I'm sorry, I kind of spoiled it for you guys. But someone gets eliminated every episode. Winner gets $25K. I was blessed to be able to pack everybody up that I had a chance to. In the finals, I went.
What was that experience? Like, break down what was that experience? Like were you nervous going in? Were you confident saying I'm about to smoke all of these motherfuckers? Like what was going through your head?
Yeah, man. So I mean, truthfully, I think it's long enough that I could talk about this now. I went outside. So all the bros was in the. I had an office at the time, a studio, much like this. It was set up like a production studio, my PC and everything. All the bros was over there, we siphon and shit like that. And then I'm like, all right, bro, I ain't gonna lie, y'all all gotta get out. Like, y'all all gotta get out. No disrespect to them, you feel me? And they understood. They
know what you do.
You feel me? They went and did their own thing. I stepped outside. I smoked another blunt by myself, and I was just sitting there thinking, like, nah, I'm really about to go win this. Like, in that moment, I didn't have a doubt. Like, you know, the times in my career where I've lost, have not felt like the times when I won. Right? Like, I knew all the times that I won, there was no doubt that I was gonna lose.
You knew you was gonna win.
Yeah, like I went in and was like, all right, this is light. So like in the finals there, I mean, truthfully, a lot of the other people that were in the casting of that were actors. Like they answered a casting call. We all answered casting calls pretty much. So like they might have been like, oh yeah, I play video games, but I'm an actor. So the girl I'm going against in the finals, she's a kindergarten teacher for her main job. Right, like
so she's not devoted like how you're.
She's not a gamer, bro. She just she plays video games.
Yeah,
like you feel me? So like. Yeah, against me, there was never a chance.
So so basically, it was easy.
That was the easiest check I've ever gotten in my career.
Wow.
Shit, bro. What? I could be the kindergarten teacher.
You want to hear something? You want to hear a funny story about that though? You want to hear a funny story about that though? There was one other player who was good at gaming. Like he had a little. I'm gonna make this a little spicier for y'all. I'm gonna pass this one. No way, I got y'all. They said my first one was Idol.
Nah, it was good.
Nah. Talk. I get it. You ain't got. I get it. I quit a year ago. I quit the grabber a year ago, and now I'm back. Now I'm back in New York. Everybody got me smoking the grabber again, so I gotta build that tolerance up a little.
It's not even look.
But I like when smoking how other people smoke.
Right.
Enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Like, what's the point? To me, what's the point of smoking with other people if they're gonna smoke exactly how you smoke?
Yeah, you don't want to be hitting the same blunts, right? Now that's a fact.
By my fucking self.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. I like to just experience life from other people's perspective once in a while. To me, it's trying like somebody's spliff that you're comfortable with is another way of experiencing life. That's like talking to somebody who's from a different country.
Right. Nah, that's a fact.
It's the same shit to me.
Me smoking your spliff makes you know that I fuck with you.
Exactly. Yeah, you like, all right, I'm gonna hit this.
Exactly.
See, I got a bad habit. I ain't gonna lie. I be handing my spliffs out. Like niggas actually hit. I'll be like, here, I won't take it back. I'll hand it out and be like, all right, you got it. Like, and just roll some new shit.
That's no real shit. No real shit.
One of my bad habits from back in the day was but when I didn't want to tell people no, what I used to do was I used to roll a hot spliff.
Well, that's wild.
Nigga had niggas lungs burning. He like
the beginning used to be hottest.
I'm not fucking myself up for that.
No, the beginning.
I can't. At a certain level, it's like, nah, this is really doing damage.
When the spliff get good.
Hey, yo, so, all right, boom. I'm going to give y'all a story real quick. So, this is in high school, bro. And my boy wanted to fight this kid that we used to chill with. So, and early in the morning, we used to smoke spliffs together. And he rolled up a spliff of all grabba just for him.
All grabba?
All grabba.
Is that a spliff?
Nah.
And this was
homemade
back,
cigarette.
It's a cigarette, yeah. And back in the day,
Homemade.
this is when niggas was smoking Brighter Day grabba. You don't know what that is.
Oh,
right?
Nah, I
You
don't.
don't know what Brighter Day grabba is. Brighter Day grabba is probably some of the harshest grabba you'll ever smoke.
That's crazy.
Like
Bro, it's one of those.
Like a backwood.
See the
No.
You see that one sprinkle you put on for your regular spliffs?
Mm-hmm.
That's a hot spliff.
That's way too hot.
Nah, that's crazy.
Way too hot. That's
You
too
can't.
much.
You can't do that. You gotta count the flakes type shit.
Count the flakes is crazy.
Nah, word. Anybody watching this from you know what I'm saying, Harford
count
County,
the flakes.
Harford County, 2 or 3 niggas might not know about this.
One too many flakes in that.
Nah, he like, yo, let me
Brighter
split
Day?
that out of there real quick.
Yeah, 5 flakes, nigga. That's it. A
Nah,
whole
that's
2
wild.
grams.
Evenly spaced.
Even but like, yo, bro, and then he punched him in the face, and then they started fighting or whatever. But yeah, whatever. But
Nah.
that was crazy.
He won?
I mean, I'm
Grabba one.
Ah!
yeah, he won.
That's crazy. That nigga was like,
That same nigga.
Grabba punched him, nigga.
Hey, you know what's crazy? That same nigga survived falling off a car at like 40 miles an hour.
that's wild. I've been hit by a car.
What?
Bro, when I was 10 years old, bro, I'm on a bike, a car. She had kids in the back. She looked this way, ran a stop sign. She in a Ford Excursion. Hit me. I went under the car with the bike. Nigga, she kept driving. She didn't see me. She was turning this way.
So wait, a lady with kids in the car hit a kid.
Yeah, this in North Carolina. Yeah, she hit me. She drove a little. She kept driving for a little bit, and then
You remember that?
Yeah, I had road rash all down my arm and shit. I had to go to the hospital.
Why you laughing?
Wait, listen to this shit though. So she hit me. She keep driving. Y'all niggas funny as hell. No, that shit funny though. That shit is funny though. I like that shit is funny. So like, I laugh about it too. Alright, so she keep driving though. Think about this. She keep driving for like at least 10 feet, right? And then she realizes there's sparks coming from under the car. She stopped the car. I crawl from underneath that shit. Bro, shorty faint. Shorty faint. She look at me and faint, bro.
Oh my god, hit a kid.
And then there's kids in the back of the seat going crazy.
Take my kids.
And I'm looking at
Black
yo.
or white?
She was white. I'm looking under the car.
we all know the answer,
Yo, my
right?
pops had told me not to be on this bike like 10 minutes before I got hit, bro. I'm looking at the bike under the shit. The bike folded in half, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm about to get
But you had to
killed when I
get. Be like, I told you.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like I'm about to get.
Nigga doesn't even be worried about you. Nigga gonna be like, nigga, I told you,
I ain't
dumbass,
bro.
to get on this fucking bike.
Bro, my whole arm all gooey and shit from road rash. I'm not even thinking about that shit. I'm like, bro, I'm about to get killed when I get to the crib, bro. Like,
right there about to whoop.
Yeah, swear to God, bro. So like,
that's great parenting.
I go to get the bike out the shit and like start heading back to where I was at. People come running out the crib.
Was still in good condition?
Nah, I was folded in half.
After seeing
Yo, bro, I tried. People come, mind you, I'm like 10 years old. People.
He was the victim.
Nah, dead ass though. Dead ass though, bro. I'm trying to get up out of here, bro.
I get a 10-year-old mindset. Like, I gotta go home.
I'm trying to get up out of there. Like, I gotta go, bro. Like,
I'm in Durard.
yeah.
Fuck.
Bro, they came running out the crib. They like, yo, nah, you can't go nowhere. You just got hit. Like, we called the ambulance. I'm like, the ambulance?
Damn.
Nah. The ambulance is crazy.
Get my ass beat on top of this too,
bro. They came. They brought me to the hospital. They put me on this cold ass stretcher, bro. They brought these scissors out, cut my clothes off. They like, we gotta check to see if your shit broke. I'm like, my shit not broke. I'm trying to be out, bro. Like, internal shit. Yeah. They bring me to the hospital. My parents end up pulling up and shit like that. I got released same day. I was good money, thankfully. You feel me? It was a blessed situation.
You got yelled at?
Nah, my family was good money. I think they was just happy. Yeah, they was good money by the year. So
this nigga more worried about if he gonna get beaten.
I swear to God, I'm up out of there. That's funny as hell, bro.
Wait, where did the splits come from?
That's yours, gang, or hit?
I rolled that.
Oh, I don't even know where the fuck I got it from.
Niggas just slugging up.
It's just crazy.
Nigga, you said you got hit by a car, nigga.
It's just crazy that I understood the 10-year-old mind state. Like, yo, I gotta go home, bro.
I can't be out here, man.
Nah, y'all about to get me. My parents about to whoop my
ass,
bro.
I'm not trying to get caught lacking. Here you go. Oh wait,
right?
you give me the.
Let me ask this though, right? Say you did go home. How do you explain the bruises?
I'll just say I fell or some shit. Like,
gooey ass art.
We would have made it through the day, man. A little alcohol on them, you feel me?
A little peroxide.
Yeah, a little peroxide, you feel me? Some bandages.
I should have burned your ass.
Yeah, I would have been stressed in bed the next couple of days. I'm like, what's good with you? I'm good, like.
All right. Arm fucking.
It's just a little full, yeah.
Swollen.
Hopefully I ain't have school. They would have been in there wilder.
Like, you'd have been mad when you got older. Like, damn, I got hit by that car and I really went home.
Yo, my parents should have sued their ass. I don't know why they didn't.
That's a big loss.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. No,
What?
they didn't. Nah.
No?
I think we left North Carolina maybe like a month or two after that. Like,
So still sue.
Man, I'm in that shit 3 years until I get that.
I'm in the middle of a lawsuit right now.
y'all think the statute of limitations up? I should go get my get back.
Well, how long ago?
Nah.
I try shit.
Bro, it's 15 years ago, some shit like that. Yeah.
It ain't no statute of limitations.
It ain't nothing but
it's
That
okay.
bitch ran over a child.
I say I got long-standing issues from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
traumas. You can't ride a bike no more.
That's psychological damage.
You ain't ride a bike since.
I can't even cross the street without looking 10 times.
Nah, y'all funny as hell.
Nigga.
Man.
You can't measure psychological damage, bro.
Nah, bro, I think the ADHD made me forget about that shit. I don't even be thinking about it.
Maybe that's why you got
ADHD. For the ADHD.
What you mean?
Exactly.
Nah, took though.
That's why you can't remember, because it started the whole problem. Why would you remember the trigger?
And you now you smoke weed
Because
for the comfort of
it
the.
goes back to being ready to buy a fucking car.
Yo, just to go back to that, a lot of undiagnosed people when it comes to ADHD, there's heavy stoners, and the reason that is because when you got ADHD, the main thing people think about, like you talked about earlier, is overthinking.
Yeah,
right?
Because weed make you not overthink.
You slowing down.
Yeah,
It slow you down.
Focus on one thought real quick.
You at normal pace, whereas someone that's not like that, when they are neurodivergent, that's typically what they use.
I just learned that word.
Yeah, when they smoke, they going down to too slow.
Too slow?
Yeah, when a person like
It's
that.
like when you take Ritalin.
Yeah. Yo, so I get prescribed medicine like that, but I don't take Ritalin. I heard nasty stories about Ritalin, man. Like, yeah. I mean, it's all opiates. You all get opiates. Yeah, that's a fact. That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
It's just legal crazy. It's just legal crack, nigga. That's all.
Yeah. That shit get you right though.
Seized it from the street and put it through the fucking laboratory and put it in a bottle.
Yeah, nah, I swear to God.
It's crack. They buy it from the same people that tell you not to buy it from.
Nah, it's the precursors. They gotta come from somewhere, man. I completely agree.
Exactly. Niggas don't know.
I will say it helped though. as a person with ADHD, like my meds, I ain't gonna lie.
Crack help with a lot of
I be
shit.
good money.
You see what these crackheads do?
I mean, you be locked in, bro. If a
Yes.
little crack get me right. Listen, we get right.
Nigga down too much,
Nah, I ain't doing no crack. That's crazy, but
nigga.
I do the pills they give me.
Crack, nigga.
I'm
Crack
scared of
is-
pills. That's why.
I typically, you know, most of
Give me
my
weed.
yeah, most of my life I grew up like that. Like if I didn't have to take a pill, I wouldn't. And even what I am prescribed, I take under my recommended dosage because I don't really feel like I need it that much, especially in my field of work. You know, I'm blessed to, like we talked about earlier, be able to do the game and stuff.
You're not connected to real doctors because you got a different kind of money.
That's not true, bro. I use the primary care on my phone. I use a phone app.
You better start using some connections because them private insurance ain't shit.
Now I'm about to use that to go to Turkey get my hair and teeth done, man. I need, you know, I'm getting older.
Hey, yo, bro, I was gonna think about that shit.
I
Go
thought
Turkey,
about
get
that
my
shit
shit too.
Yeah, man, I gotta get right, man.
Corners,
Listen,
feel
hey,
me?
these I ain't getting the weave, but I'll
You want
go.
a lesser forehead?
I'll go get the. Nah. This is genetics, bro. I can't get rid of that. My hairline was never that. You feel
Yeah,
me? But I can at least straighten it up.
My
You feel
shit
me?
receded a little bit.
Yeah, you know. How old are y'all? My fault. I didn't
Now
ask.
I'm getting to the age.
I'm
where
30.
I'm
Oh, well.
31. I'm getting to the age where women like bald head men.
Where? Word.
Yeah,
Word.
I cut them shits because of that. Because I'm like,
Nah,
I
that's
don't
understandable.
I don't want my shits to go crazy.
My-
Like, I already seen it. I'm like, no.
My pops and grandfather both bald in high school, so it's like I did.
No, this is yours right
Oh
here.
shit, I don't even remember. Weed and whiskey.
It's the fact that you both said I did.
Oh, that.
Definitely get high. Niggas definitely high.
It's good shit, man. Niggas out
Real
here
shit.
smoking, man. Yeah, this is what I do, man. So I know, like we talked about gaming, and one of the things that's been a big success for me is my ability to tie gaming into other things that I do in my life.
Such as?
Tied it into smoking, tied it into my love for music, tying it into my love for fashion, all those different types of things, right? Like, it's subtle, but you know, in New York culture, BB belts are a very big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
BBLs?
BB
Nah,
belts.
BB belt.
Nah, BBLs is on the come up
Is it
too.
Simon or is it Simon?
Yeah,
or
BB Simon. BB
Simon,
Simon. Yeah. And you would traditionally see that, you know, in the hoods, or you'll see it in rappers wearing them and stuff like that. Right. So, I mean, you'll never see a gamer dressed like that. They wearing New Balances, and not DC New Balances. They wearing some shit they got to pay less. And like Walmart clothes. That's what gamers, you know, that's how they're going to dress. So, you know,
Zuckerberg.
Right. I came a little different, and I'm wearing stuff, right, and that makes me more brandable for fashion brands. Right. So now the people are sending me clothes. Shout out to my boy Legendary City, my boy Dre from my city, doing big things. I have the understanding, right? I'm coming to do a podcast. He got a clothing line. Of course, I'm gonna wear your shit, bro. Like it's not a problem to do anything like that and support the people around me. In music, I'll make a gaming montage, put somebody's song behind it. You know, I've been very fortunate. ASAP 12, even the ASAP Mob has been a very huge part of my career.
Yeah, but while you're going, drop some resume. Drop some.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Man.
Drop some resume out there.
All right, say that. Let me talk my talk, man.
Facts. Talk
So,
that shit.
all right, we talked about the biggest bag, the one and only, the ultimate Titan of Amazon Game on Titans, the winner, 25,000 racks right there. That's the biggest prize I ever won. Then following that, right around the same time, I was playing in a league called the UGL, the Ultimate Gaming League, right? And that league was run by NFL players. Everybody in that league, every team was owned by an NFL player. My team was owned by Marshawn Lynch, as well as Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson's still active in the NBA.
They actually invest into gaming.
Yeah. So Josh Johnson's still active. He's the backup for Baltimore. And really, a really great guy. I didn't connect with Marshawn as much, but I was very active with Josh during my time on this roster. As a rookie in that league, we made it all the way to the finals. We lost in the finals. Actually, probably the worst loss of my career. You guys know what Ninja Diffusing is?
No.
All right, so Ninja Diffusing in Call of Duty is when someone diffuses the bomb in search. You have search and destroy. He did that low key, right? Like he ninja diffused. So unfortunately, I was supposed to be holding a position. I didn't have good communication with my teammate about what I was supposed to be looking at, and I let that happen. So in the finals, last round, it went all the way like game 7. Like we were playing multiple games, and the last possible opportunity to win for either team. And I unfortunately made that mistake. but didn't let it be the thing that.
You pulled a J.R. Smith.
Yeah. I did pull a J.R. Smith in that moment. You know, it was my
Man,
it was.
what are you doing?
Right. So, you know, on the biggest stage, it was a real unfortunate thing. But from there, obviously back with the videos, I'm doing videos. I'm using my talents in other ways, right? I participated in helping game development, right? I did the level design. As a pro player for video games, I have the concepts of what a level should look like. So I helped them with that. So I have some awards for that. I did other things like getting in tune with ASAP 12 or the ASAP Mob and really rocking with him through the pandemic, helping him learn Discord, and doing pop-ups and seeing what it's like to have that community reach and kind of build up from in the beginning of the pandemic. Everybody kind of had to restart and figure out new ways to reach people. I got to see someone who has toured the world figure out how to do it in current time, right? So being very close to him helped me a lot throughout the pandemic. And then my time in the UEL came, and I was asked to be the face of the league, given the second best contract in the league. They brought me down to Virginia. They housed me. They gave me a car. You know, I was down there driving the Tesla.
Okay.
Like,
Big life.
Yeah. So they blessed me. They took very much care of me during my time down there in the UEL. That's the Ultimate Endgamers League that's based in Virginia, which I was Rookie of the Year, my first season, Rookie Shooter of the Year, a couple different achievements there. More recently, this past year, we talked about my video with the NBA. I also wrote a commercial for Mountain Dew this year. Yeah, that was pretty dope.
That sounds like a great ass fucking experience.
Yeah, for sure. I won DJ Envy had an Apex Legends tournament. I won that, spanked them. There was no competition.
Ooh, I love the energy you bring, bro. I love the confidence.
Word, that's a fact.
Real shit.
Hot Pockets.
Nigga energy.
Word, that's a fact. You think so? Listen, nah. Listen, I ain't gonna let him get me like that. I ain't gonna let. I'm putting on for the light skins, man. We define expectations, man.
Tell him Drake
We can be
tell him
tough
Drake the
too.
best.
Yeah, right. We got
Tough
a little sauce to us too, man.
Talking and like the shit that goes on. Is
Yeah, they talk
funny.
that talk, bro. You're gonna talk that talk if you were a gamer, like you.
And even from the nerdiest motherfuckers, they gonna talk shit when they play in that game.
It'd be funny because they don't be like, you know, gamers a little socially awkward, so sometimes they go talk shit, they'll like stutter or they'll fuck up like what they trying to say and shit like that. It's like, nigga, I can't take you serious. You know, being from up here where kind of clowning and our culture is like growing up in middle school, high school, that's how you talk to each other. Like, you know, I'm built for that. So when
Have you ever came across any racial insults?
online, ain't nobody doing that in person. So like you will see situations, right? Like where you playing against a person and like maybe their username is a little questionable. Like, why is that your username, right?
Like, why you call yourself Monica?
Right. Like a specific instance I can think of there was this person in one of the leagues I played in. His name on Call of Duty was Africant, but he like a Nordic white guy.
Whoa.
So it's like, what is really
mean?
the intention of your name, bro? Right. So you're not gonna see direct racism. Nobody gonna be bold enough to do that to you. Yeah, they're not gonna be bold enough to do that to you. But online, you definitely gonna see that.
So, even though they might not be bold enough, and even though the league doesn't promote altercations, have you ever been in an altercation where something lead to real life physicality?
It's never really popped off to that point. It's kind of NBA-ish in the sense
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Is it like basketball where you leave it on the court? But
Yeah,
you
it might
gotta
get like it's gonna get to the point where like in my most recent season, I ended up getting suspended at the end of the season because in the last game.
Oh, you can get suspended?
Yeah. Because in the last game, we was like face to face. I was about to really like punch someone in the face. Like,
He was talking crazy?
yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking crazy. I started the game. I lost the first game. I went out, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this kid fucking sucks." I looked at him. I smacked the shit out of you right now, nigga.
Give a tough light skin.
But then I kept it pushing. But I didn't say. I like, to me, obviously, like again in New York culture, like you could kind of say that and still keep walking. Like most niggas in New York is gonna want to fight after that. But like, I thought these shit's going. But like, yeah, for sure we do that. But for this situation,
That don't fly with them.
Nah, in this moment, I knew he wasn't gonna do nothing. So like I kept walking, but unfortunately, the commissioner was sitting right there. He heard me say that. So then eventually, a couple games later, a game I'm not even involved in, my team loses. He comes straight to me and talking shit in my face, and I'm not even anywhere near what's going on. So I stood up. I'm on some shit like, nigga, what's up? Like, is a problem? Like, you're not even supposed to be over here. The league, I didn't feel like stepped in properly. So I was just like, fuck it. If they're not gonna step in, like, I'm with the shits. Like,
is there a fine if you ever do anything like out of?
Yeah, it's gonna be a suspension or it's gonna be a fine. They can't fine you. It's in your contract. But nah.
You know what I noticed though? Like, it's a culture thing because you could play fight. Like, I used to have my best friend, bro. I used to work with my best friend, bro, right? And everybody knew that we worked with, when we was best friends, right?
Yep.
And we would sit there and go, nigga, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you
could play with people like that.
Talk shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my friend. I could talk shit to him like that. And they would look at us in the most terrified way, bro.
I actually,
They would look at us in the most terrified way.
Yeah.
Like, hey, guys, hey.
We actually got in trouble when, me and my friend Lindell got in trouble in Springfield. During a school basketball tournament. Because we're from Harford.
Yeah.
You know, when they play ball, you talk shit.
You gonna talk shit, yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, nigga, what the fuck you doing, nigga? So, they actually told us we couldn't actually say anything like that in the game anymore. Just because we were talking so aggressive.
Yeah, y'all was getting so crazy.
It scared everybody else.
It scared people, bro. Like, it's so weird.
But to us, we're being friendly as fuck because that nigga started playing.
Nah, just competition.
You see, and that's what I will say. I do is like when I'm talking shit, I'm talking about your ability to play the game. I, for the most part, will not.
About your person.
Yeah, I'm not. They'll take the disrespect and they'll respond in a way that's personal. And now it's up that ante to the point where now it's a personal thing, right?
Personal, yeah.
So it's really about people knowing your character, knowing who you are, and knowing who you are talking to when you are talking. Not be the best at taking this, beyond us playing the game. I'm not gonna.
And you don't hold back.
Yeah.
But if you do somebody that you 50-50 with.
Yeah. Those are to me the best. I have a respect for those players. Yeah. The ones that I can go toe to toe with. They feel like they are the best. I feel like I'm the best, and we get to see who is at the end of the game.
Y'all on the same playing field at that point.
Right. 100%.
Something that just came back to my head. Swatting. Is that really a thing?
It's a huge problem, honestly, and thankfully, it really hasn't touched our community too much.
It hasn't reached over
but
here.
the second that it does, it will be a major problem because it ain't gonna happen the same way it happens for them, right? Like, you send them in there with that threat of what's going on.
We getting killed.
Right, and people can say whatever they want to say about that, but
it's the reality
of the situation.
If they pulling us over, what makes you think they're not gonna pull us
over?
Hey, they think someone's in there with a bomb or a gun or a hostage. Like, yeah, it's a real tough scenario to deal with. And me personally, I don't feel like I'm at this level of, fame or celebrity status that I particularly have to worry about that. But I do think at some point in my career, it would be smart for me to engage in a conversation with the police of wherever I live and say, hey, listen, this is a real reality I face. I'm not asking you guys to not take it seriously because I understand you have a job to do, but understand that Right. So, come check us out, do what you got to do, be as secure as you can, but understand when you
cooperative.
Right.
As long as you're doing your due diligence.
Right. I just make sure you have all your checks, because if I go there to the police station, I let them know that I done check the boxes that if they come on some different shit, God forbid I go or something like that, or whoever the person involved is,
that you did that.
You got the record that you did that, and hopefully your family or something like that can, make something right about that.
No, because I feel like when I first came across the idea of swatting, that's honestly was my first scare.
It's tough, bro.
Yeah, because it's what if my kid get onto gaming?
It's not exclusive to gaming, truthfully, honestly. If
Really,
you do anything that I would say in the court of public opinion, people necessarily might not agree with, and that's truthfully, everybody's always gonna have people that disagree with you. It's just about coming across the person that disagrees, that has the ability to do these things. is like the real situation. But for the most part, I would say if you're not a socially corrupt person, or like, and you don't have crazy values, then you wouldn't be a target at any of these things.
But I want to touch on one last thing before we go as well too.
Yeah, 100%.
We were talking about off on air. Does gaming play a part into desensitivity into people?
Yeah, so I think it's a double-edged sword in a sense, and I'm pretty sure there's studies published recently that show that it doesn't have any direct relation to like mass shootings or people's want necessarily to commit those types of crimes or anything like that. But I will say, as someone who grew up playing shooting games specifically, the concept of weapons is something that I'm relatively familiar with, and I would also say desensitized to, because I've grown up in a situation where I'm virtually using these things, right? So if I was around the real weapon, there is not many major concepts, but some small concepts that I would have an advantage on other people because I do these things, right? I would know based on the weapon's appearance and, for the most part, what use it might have. Is it a long-range weapon? Is it a short-range weapon? Is it meant to clear rooms? You know, that type of thing. And I also, participate in shooting firearms. So, yeah, it does have an effect, I would say, but there is a lot more stuff that plays a role in.
I just remembered. All right. It's kind of like a shooting game question.
Yeah,
so
say that.
You feel like the United States was supposed to be like called into war right now. Do you feel like one of the people who's being first recruited is the top players of the Call of Duty games?
Yeah, so that's another funny.
I always have a conspiracy
that shit happens
theory.
for real.
I have a small conspiracy theory that a lot of this is practice to see who's gonna be
that shit happens for real.
So there's a couple things I want to say here. One, I was having this exact conversation with my friend earlier. Two, the U.S. Army has a gaming team.
Really?
Yeah. And three, I am a person of belief that, like I said earlier, maybe off camera, I pay attention to geopolitics.
Yes.
I do think that we most likely will be in a war in the sooner times, honestly.
5 to 10.
Right. And because of that belief, I do believe, gamers are highly recruitable. The things you learn in gaming, from what I know, they use controllers to fly drones.
Yes.
So then you become easily able to transfer those skills
especially with the Navy people. They're always controlling drones, especially drone strikes.
Right, 100%.
If you don't think the military got motherfuckers on the low, like, watch. There's a couple people probably that do it. Get paid a lot of money, but they're like, what the fuck? Like, I know they play games, but god damn.
They would have to tap into gaming because and they know that. That's why they have a gaming team, because it's such a big audience for that age of people that they have to be on top of it in order to be able to reach them.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Because those motherfuckers that's probably on the gaming team,
not
knowingly signed themselves over to the government.
If I had to go right now, I'll probably either, like you said, be in a situation where I'm doing something like that, or I'm probably being in marketing where I'm recruiting other people, helping other people get recruited and stuff like that because of the abilities I have with social media and stuff like that. That's probably something they would assign me to.
Is that something that you're interested in doing?
Shit, I mean, truthfully, bro, I'm not like some. I wouldn't say I'm by any means conservative in like America thumping or anything like that, but I do believe somewhat in the values I guess our country's predicated on. And if it did come down to it, and it really was a situation where if we didn't respond, our liberties and freedoms are at risk, then I think it is time to step up the game and fight back. I think when it comes down to it, there's no military in the world that compares to the U.S. Army, or the U.S. military. So I wouldn't have a problem backing it.
Or no, Russia.
Somebody been hacking our 911 systems though.
Nah, they get busy. I'm not gonna lie. That's not to say that they aren't formidable opponents, for sure. Like the people that we consider our adversaries, they have abilities to do mass destruction on the U.S. And being so close to, we're not near New York City currently, but like where I'm from is maybe 60 miles from New York City, right? That's within a targetable distance if they were to use nukes or something like that. And that's a threat that Russia likes to use a lot.
I feel like New York is one of the top 3 cities that's gonna be targeted for like a mass destruction when it comes to
Yeah, because you got to eliminate key infrastructure.
It's
right?
like New York, Chicago,
DC,
and Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nasty work if it came to that. I hope it doesn't. But I do like to stay up to date on that. I watch a lot of different YouTube videos, and not from one side or the other, because I don't think that's the right way to do it. I look at it from all different perspectives.
Okay. All right. Oh, damn. I'm getting some questions to me right now because I love this little talk right now.
Word, that's a fact.
Do you feel like games have hidden messages inside of them?
There are games that have hidden messages inside of them. At the end of the day, developers are
conspiracy messages.
Conspiracy messages. I would say that there are people who will latch on to ideas in games and build a conspiracy from it. I don't think games necessarily outright are done in a way to like, send this hidden message.
Okay, but you do feel like outside of conspiracy, they are hidden messages inside games.
Yeah. Developers are people at the end of the day, so they're gonna influence. There's implicit bias. Yeah. That's a fact. Like you play Overwatch, you're gonna see a large amount of LGBTQ content because that's where the developers identify, and that's the culture at Blizzard Gaming.
So you said you were a part of a development of a game. That's my last question.
It's okay because I'm having so much questions right now.
Yeah. What is that? What was that like?
So that is, again, shout out to another person who's been instrumental in my career, LowkeyRG, who is a woman who owns a brand called Coexist Gaming. It's currently based in Times Square in Manhattan. But at the time I first met her, this was her house in Brooklyn. She once a month would turn it. It was art all on the walls and gaming arcades and everything all over the house. She would put her stuff up and turn it into like a house party during the pandemic, for people to come through and for like a black gaming space. Truthfully, I mean, the culture was lit. There were people rapping. At the time, they had gas there. Like the table set up, you could cop. Like you go in the back, get lit. Like go downstairs, play Tekken tournaments, Smash tournaments. Go upstairs, chill. The ladies is coming through. Like it was a real good vibe. And then her brand obviously got bigger. She got a second house she did with that one, and then she eventually got her Times Square space. So shout out to LowkeyRG. She's doing amazing things. But in that process, she's worked with several brands. Obviously, being in New York City, it's a big space for gaming. And at one point, she had what's called a developer jam. So a bunch of teams come together to make video games, and they compete to see who can make the best within a week. So I participated in that, was assigned a team. It happened through her brand at her house, at one of the Coexist house. And my team ended up taking away best music and second best game overall.
That's fire.
Yeah.
If you could voice a character in any video game, what video game would it be?
Oh my God, that's crazy. Any video game? It would have to be something like generational, some shit that's not going away no time soon.
You want it to last?
Yeah, like people gonna be using my character like this shit fire. So probably like maybe like Fort or like League of Legends.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. I know it's gonna be around for a while.
Generational.
Yeah.
Like even when they come out with new versions of it, your character is always.
They gonna wanna play as me. Yeah.
All right, we had this conversation earlier, but what is the hardest mission that you've ever played?
Hardest mission, 100%. We talked San Andreas, the mission with the train.
The train.
You on the bike? You trying to get up over there, get them out of there? Nah, bro. Mission failed 1,000 times. In the bottom left of the corner, you just watching it happen over and over and over.
Over again.
Damn, I gotta do this shit again. That shit making you elite though. You gonna be nice as fuck by the time you finally get it done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you can play only one game for the rest of your life, what game would it be?
Oh my God, that'd be miserable. What game would I play for the rest of my life? I'll play Tetris. I'll play Tetris for the rest of my life. I use that game to train. I forgot to say that when I was training earlier. Yeah.
Really?
When I wake up in season, I always start the days off with playing Tetris, get my brain right. You feel me? That's a hard game to play. I ain't got locking in. And,
yeah, because you really have to like think ahead.
Yeah, that's a fact. So get it moving.
Ahead. Ooh. All right. Do you feel like video game is great brain exercise based off the video?
Yeah. You're training your mind constantly to see new scenarios and like I said, always building counters to what people are doing, your repetitions, and just, okay, this is how it happened. What can I do to build upon that? New strategies. Call of Duty specifically is a lot like football, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like Search and Destroy in Call of Duty, you get that countdown every round. It's like when the play call is about to happen. When that 0 hits, that's the QB hiking, right?
A motherfucker that's gonna rush.
You got a you got a route to run at the pro level. Is you got a route to run, and if you're a millisecond off that route, that other person is gonna get there first. They're gonna be aimed in, and they're gonna have the shots on you before you're gonna have shots on them. So really, in that first 5 to 10 seconds of Call of Duty, you're running your route. You're getting to where you need to be, and locking down the position so that you can make sure it's clear, and then you can figure out where from there the next best decision is to be made.
So y'all practice, and y'all will practice online with just regular people?
So there's multiple ways you can do it. You can scrimmage against other teams. You can practice online against other people. I think the best way to do it is scrimmaging against other teams, because then you're playing against the teams that are actually doing what you're doing and in the settings that are realistic to what you're doing.
Running plays and shit. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, you definitely run plays.
All right, last question.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. It's good vibes in here, man. We talking that talk, man. Happy I came out here today.
I know. I'm glad. I actually.
Yeah.
It's
a refresher. I'm be honest with you.
Word. I appreciate that.
I actually imagined I would have. Because this is a new type of conversation for us.
Word.
Honestly, we've never had a gamer on here.
And I appreciate that. If I could just say one thing, truthfully, with the game and stuff, I took a different route, right? Like in our culture.
When you reached out to me, I was like, is this something we can incorporate?
Does it? And a lot of people question themselves with that, and truthfully, it somewhat hindered my career, because I'm reaching out to hip hop and rap and music stuff and platforms trying to get on, and they're like, yo, bro, we don't understand what to do with you. But I'm not able to.
But you fit exactly what
but you
we
are.
present.
But yo, bro. But that's the thing about it, yo, bro. We have to. That's why I never understood why people had a weird thing towards video games. That is hip hop culture. Mm-hmm. What is not hip hop culture about Sega, Nintendo?
Facts.
Talk that talk, bro.
Bro, what is not?
They was definitely spitting bars about that stuff back then too.
Come on now, there's mad bars about that shit. Come on now, bro. We gotta stop acting like video games is not a part of who we are.
Yeah, 100% is ingrained in our culture. Like I said earlier, if you're black, you're great at Tekken, you just don't know it yet.
Bro. Right, my question was, have you ever pulled a muscle before a tournament?
Pulled a muscle in a tournament?
In hands.
The muscle, no. You might deal with arthritis is a big problem with players. Or you'll deal with in your wrist problems and stuff like that. I'm actually dealing with something like that. I'm in the end phase of it, but my wrist is just essentially sprained, like you would your ankle. Just from overusage and playing too long.
Is not as well.
Right now it would hurt me to play at my full capacity. If I go to do too many motions, it would hurt. But I'm still playing. Truthfully, I broke my knuckle once, bro. They had me in a splint. These two fingers stuck together. I would take it off and still play. Yeah, bro.
Take it off and play video games.
I'm locked in.
Is there a lifespan for a gamer?
Yeah, most pros are done by 24, 25, bro. There really isn't.
What?
Your reaction, they say your reaction time starts to slow, but truthfully, I think as you approach that age, your dedication to stuff starts to be a little bit different, right? You start to have different ideas about what you want to do and things like that. But if you lock in and all you want is that, you can go longer than that, truthfully.
All right, that was my last question.
Word.
Yeah, I think I'm good on questions.
This was an incredible conversation, man. I appreciate y'all for having me.
You actually opened up my eyes on the gaming world a lot.
I appreciate that, bro.
Just the whole business shit as well too, because regardless of what we're doing, the goal again is still the same.
That's a fact.
Prosperity.
That's a fact. That's exactly what we come together for. Is that's where we see there is a mutual understanding, right? I do come from the gaming world. You guys are doing the podcasting, so I understand the initial curiosity and why it's does this maybe necessarily work? But sometimes you see the magic and taking that risk and taking that shot. Yeah, that's a fact.
Very controversial right now.
It's 100% like traditional sports. It's just in its infancy.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Damn, yo.
Oh, before we close it out, shout out to my sponsor, King Palm, man. King Palm, man. Shout out to King Palm Raps. They be blessing me right now. I got the tray with me. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, I went to the dispensary. They ain't have none, but I'm gonna make sure I leave this here with the guys, man, because they show me so much love, and I'm gonna make sure I get them to send you guys a package, because that's what we do over here.
With that.
Yeah. Man, they show me so much love, and I'm pretty sure, obviously, when I go back and let them know what y'all got going on over here, I can't guarantee anything, but
if anybody want to reach out,
I feel like I feel like it aligns, so the least I can do is pass that along to them, and we'll see where it goes from there.
I will also say this too, also to you and to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
People actually listen to stuff that we recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like I'm gonna toot my own horn right now. Well, both of us.
Talk that talk, man. Talk that talk.
Like I feel like we're so genuine with how we go about shit that if we genuinely say we like something, people believe
it's gonna have that emotion. Yeah,
they believe. They know we're not faking that shit.
That's come on. Listen, I did my research when I came out here, man. I locked in. I said, it's time to go out there to Connecticut and see what the vibes is out there, man.
And honestly, a lot of people tell you we are the best podcast in Connecticut.
Yo, talk that talk, man.
The hood gonna love you after this.
Say that, man. Hey, and I love the hood too, man. Look.
That's some real shit.
I know I'm biracial, man, but look, I grew up in the spaces I grew up, man. We ain't gonna talk too much about it, man. I'll be outside. We'll turn it up.
Facts.
Said video games is just what I do.
Yeah, man. That's a fact, man. It ain't no different than taking the rap career. It ain't no different than taking the music career.
Fact. It's just say he low key, but he ain't low key.
It's another way out, man. You know the vibes, man. Shout out to y'all, man. This has been amazing.
No, man, this is amazing.
I feel great about this.
This goes up there with one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. Yeah. That's really cool,
by far. On some real shit. And I'm going to tell you one of the main reasons why this goes up there one of my favorite episodes. I didn't have a mini anxiety attack throughout this episode.
I ain't say nothing that's like, yo, dang, bro. Like,
no, because we had a comfortable conversation.
Yeah. Word.
Well, because I feel like you understood.
Yeah.
On some real shit. So there was no need for me to, like, hold any of me back. So I don't know.
There was genuine curiosity, and you gave genuine responses.
Exactly. Like I don't know, like if
and he was like giving knowledge.
For me, when it comes to my ADHD, it's actually easier to maintain when the people I'm around understand that I have it, and
right.
that they don't know what, just like I don't know what might come from it.
Yeah,
that makes it so much easier to maintain it.
We could have came in here with like a set list of questions to ask, and absolutely forgot about them because we done dived into so many things.
That's why we don't make questions.
That's why we don't do that.
Nah, that's fine.
That's why we don't do
that. We've literally had like 10 questions per person for people, and then we either don't touch on them or we touch on them without even looking at the question.
Right. Nah, that's incredible work. I think you guys are great at continuing the conversation and shows. Podcasting is definitely where y'all need to be at.
Thank you.
I look forward to keeping listening and tuning into the content. Yeah, that's a fact.
It's just fun.
And honestly, for somebody speaking pace.
Word,
your
thank
speaking
you.
Pace is very well, to be honest.
Thank you, man.
That's another reason why
these production lights be hot as hell.
That's why I feel like it's easy for me to listen to because I don't like people where I have to feel like I have to do too much to comprehend exactly what you're saying.
Right.
It flows so easily and I actually just understand it and we're just having a back and forth conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to pause in between what you're saying to like process what you said or like understand what you
said.
Yeah.
It's just bouncing off, flowing.
So much easier for the conversation to flow. So like those are the little things that you look for to like make you feel like you want to build a connection with somebody and actually continue having a conversation post the prior introduction as well too. So
yeah, 100%.
Going up there in one of my favorite episodes.
Thank you.
What the fuck he just said? And let them know one more time where they can find you at.
I'm Millie Rock. Listen, man, if you guys want to check out my gaming content, mbg.LowkeyRG on the gram. If you want to check out my personal content where you might see some of the more lit stuff like the NBA videos, the other podcasts I've done, some of my achievements, you feel me? Yeah, more stuff for the ladies. Shout out to the ladies. That's at LowkeyRG.com. That's my, I said at LowkeyRG.com. The weed and whiskey done got to me, man. Shout out to these guys. Instagram at LowkeyRG. That's my main page. That's where you're going to see the blue badge. Instagram at LowkeyRG. LOWKEY. Nah, my shit is paid for. We can talk about that. Yeah, real quick before I go. I think it's worth it as a content creator. Fuck what people have to say about like, oh, you paying for your shit. I could get the real one.
So
Truthfully.
at what point? How many followers is it worth paying? Because to me, if you have 500,
Nah, it's about your reach and visibility. That's
it does it.
Yeah, it changes your reach and visibility.
Does
like
it?
my comment is always gonna be at the top of like if I comment on Justin LeBoy shit, which I always do because it generates interest.
Does it?
I'm gonna always be there because it's a verified profile. They know it's not fake. They know this is a real person backing what they're saying, so they're always gonna have you at the top of visibility.
I've never had anybody presented that argument.
Yeah, most people when they say they're like, "Oh, you paying for your badge," but there's as a content creator, there's reasons for it. Yeah, that's 100%. So yeah, I'm not gonna front about it. My badge is paid for it, $14.99 every month. It's my job. It's what I do. I see that it's really a write off if you got your shit together.
Exactly.
Like if you got your shit together,
Real
but
shit,
that's a fact. Shit. So yeah, at LowkeyRG, that's where you can find me. That's where I post most of my lit shit. That's where you see my day to day. LowkeyRG.com if you want to see some of my yeah, man.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was following up with the followers.
I don't know about Jamaican. Let's kick thing real quick.
One fire.
Real quick.
Fire for that.
Play with yourself. I'll play with your mother. Don't play with me.
What y'all say? What y'all be saying? Steam fish?
No, wait, what?
You said fire for that, right?
Yeah,
that's the same thing, right?
Nah.
Steamed fish?
Yeah.
I've heard that before. Actually.
I know what you're saying.
I've heard that before, but we don't.
But it's not a common. It's not a common.
Okay.
That's like more of a American Jamaican thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire. Like either
fire for that.
Or fire.
Okay. Yeah. Now they be saying that. My barber's Jamaican.
Or you're a fish.
My sister baby dad Jamaican, so I'll be around the culture a little bit. You feel me when they be speaking, understand
it might be something. You might get that if it's somebody joking around.
Or like an older Jamaican or something like that. Steamed fish.
Nah, that's funny. That's funny.
Jamaican.
I love the culture, man. They be so funny with y'all saying. Like you said, fire for that, bro. Exactly. I be dying, bro, because it could be the littlest joint with y'all. Y'all be on point with it, like. My fault. I don't mean to stereotype or generalize anything like that, but it do be funny. Nah, that's a fact. That talk.
Like, yo, you can't sit around and being Jamaicans, bro.
Word.
Jamaicans.
Yo, they got a big culture in my city. I love them.
They do. They definitely do. Oh, actually, question when it comes to the food.
Where is the best Jamaican food?
Harford or New York?
Have you had Jamaican food out here?
I never had Jamaican food. This is my first time in Hartford. I used to be in Danbury. I used to be in New Haven.
All right, so compared to Connecticut, who do you think have better Jamaican food if you have had enough Jamaican food?
Honestly, I gotta say Jacksonville had the best Jamaican food I ever had. Jacksonville, Florida. But
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
They was busting out there.
Florida, I said Florida.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Florida is second for me.
They right there, so they super close.
Because all the other Jamaicans go to Florida too.
Yeah.
I've heard
New Yorkers, Connecticut. I ain't gonna lie, I'm biased, man. I'm gonna have to go home, man. I'm gonna have to take it home. Yeah. Anywhere to go.
I feel like that's where I am at. I think I'm biased.
I feel like everywhere you can't jack the mac and cheese though. Like we gotta step up there. That's the one spot.
It depends.
They got good mac and cheese at the Jamaican spots in Connecticut.
It depends.
Y'all define stereotypes because in New York,
in
New York, we don't got that.
Also, we like to accommodate to other cultures.
So the thing about it is, I don't know. Like I've never had bad mac and cheese at my family shit.
Are they mean in there though?
Huh?
Are they mean in there?
My family?
I feel like if the Jamaican lady not kind of rude, like
but
Jamaican
restaurants you go out here.
It's not kind of rude. It's gonna be hitting.
But you see what I mean? But I don't see it as mean. I never.
Nah,
what that means.
When I say mean, I feel like that's that. Yeah. But I understand that. You feel me? That's Nah, they be talking that talk.
If you don't put a little rudeness and aggression in that shit, the food ain't good.
She looks stressed when you ask her about the extra gravy.
Don't ask her how she doing.
Yeah.
Walk in and tell her what the fuck
she don't want to know nothing about that.
Jamaican being nice to you is like Lamborghini having a commercial.
I'm dead.
Actually, damn, I'm not gonna tell that story. I'm gonna get in trouble for that.
I'm dead.
I ain't do nothing. I did what I was supposed to do. So fuck that. We get another shot.
Pour your own on that one.
I got something left. I ain't pouring no more.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
Don't worry. It's a 2-hour drive to the crib. So.
Don't overdo your shit.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say. I was gonna say we're gonna have to do part 2 at some point.
Oh nah, we locked in.
Yeah, for a fact.
We locked in. Nigga, we will come to your events.
Yo, we'll pop out. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I got you.
We want to meet more gamers now.
I got you.
We're in tune with the life now.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
We want to meet the team. team.
Say
Shit.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do something.
Nigga, we'll pull up
Come
to
meet
an
the
event,
team.
nigga. I'm dead ass, bro. We'll pull up.
All
That's
right, say
not a
that. Say that.
problem,
Nah,
nigga.
yeah, we definitely gonna get y'all in tune, bro.
Bro, shit.
I think the next thing I'm
We'll
gonna
cover
do.
an event. If you can work out for us to cover an event, we'll cover an event for you too, bro.
I say that.
Like, we're
gonna
locked
get
in,
tune.
bro.
So what I think the next thing I'm gonna do, I know we keep diving. This is the ADHD. We keep diving into different
Yeah.
topics.
Nah, it
But
don't
the
matter,
last
it don't matter, whatever.
the last thing I'm gonna do, we talked a little bit about the celebrity game.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about the celebrity basketball game I played in on Saturday. Shout out to H2O. He's a former pro basketball player from Queens. He does a celebrity game every year. Sometimes it's softball, sometimes it's basketball. This is my fourth one I did. But he's real interested in doing something for gaming. So what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a celebrity war zone. We're gonna get 1 or 2 celebrities on each team, 1 pro on each team, and then lock in some fans on each team or something like that. So that's still in the works. But that'll probably happen soon, and we can figure out where you guys fit in that role.
I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna fit in right now, because every gamer needs to show their personality, and that's where we come in.
Yeah, you're gonna come talk
People
that talk.
need to know gamers have personalities.
Yep.
That's a fact.
That's
We
literally our
and
pitch.
I will say, hey, it's gonna be hard to get to it. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them a little socially
Nigga,
awkward.
do you know who?
It don't
you
matter.
know
It
we've had-
don't matter about it. No, don't
I
worry
hate
about
to
it.
say- I don't want to say it on camera, but we told you the type of people
Yeah.
we had in here, bro. If we can get these people comfortable, bro.
To laugh and giggle, and these niggas be telling us everything.
Oh,
You
dad.
think a gamer is gonna be that hard to get comfortable, my nigga?
Nah, salute.
Exactly, nigga.
Nigga.
Nigga, we them niggas, bro.
That's why I was. That's why.
We them
We
niggas,
them
man.
niggas, bro.
We them
I'm
niggas,
dead
man.
ass. We mean that.
But real shit, that's why I didn't say nothing about that. I'm not worried about. Just get us in the room. We fine. After
Nigga,
that, we
our
got it.
personalities ourselves is too big. Not to. Yeah, that one hit you. That one hit me too.
Give it.
That one hit me too. I ain't gonna lie, that one hit me too, but I'm used to it.
It's cool. Look, I realized I ain't have a blunt. I said, oh man.
Yeah, me too.
I said, what the fuck? Oh man.
I'm prepared.
All right.
Good shit though. Good
alright,
shit though.
alright.
We done signed off like 3 times.
Fact.
Yeah, sign off for the
y'all.
last time right now.
Deuces.
But not fuck you. Fuck the person you don't like. That's it.
And fuck the person you love.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them all.
Right in the pussy.